All right, YouTube and Detroit. This is Detroit's HPTV. Coming to you out of Detroit. It's late. It's late here. And I wanted to wait. I was going to wait until the morning to do this story. But I found it imperative to do this story right now. You know what I mean? Because what we're gonna do in this podcast, we're gonna make this guy, his name is Rashad Trice. We're gonna make this guy famous. You know, he needs to be famous. We're gonna get old school with this. This is the guy that's being charged with the parachute and the slaying of this young girl, this 2-year-old, this little baby. So we're gonna look at this story. Then we're gonna look at his picture, and we're gonna make sure everybody sees his face. We're gonna make sure the sheriff's department, the Wayne County Dep see his face. We're gonna make sure the officers at Dickerson see his face. We're gonna make sure the guys who going to jail anyway, because they hard-headed, gonna see his face before we go in there. We're gonna make sure that he understands how this city feels about him and what he did to this 2-year-old girl. And I hope this becomes a trend when these guys do this, because we're gonna give him attention. You know, if you want to see other pictures of his face, you can find his face on Facebook. He had a Facebook account. You can go check him out. You can make sure everybody sees it. But let's check out this story first before we deal with this guy.
With a breaking news alert.
A tragic end to the search for a missing 2-year-old Wynter Smith. Detroit police find her body in an alley on the city's east side. The toddler was abducted from her Lansing home Sunday night after investigators say her mother's ex-boyfriend.
Okay, let's talk about the depths of what this lane did. First, he leaves her in the alley. Rats, stray dogs. He leaves her in the alley. A 2-year-old. Because he's jealous. Let's go on with the story. So we're gonna make him famous.
Took the little girl.
Police took him into custody in St. Clair Shores in the early hours Monday morning. There was no sign of Wynter, and he refused to tell police where she was. Then, late tonight, Lansing police confirmed the discovery.
Right now, our hearts are with the family of Wynter Smith. We saw a community show endless amount of support and assistance in help finding Wynter, and now we need the same support and love for the family as they grieve. This is not the outcome anyone had hoped for.
Mara McDonald is live on Detroit's east side tonight. Mara, the alleged kidnapper is not talking, but his phone data sure tells a story.
Karen, exactly. Sources are telling us that it is the data dump from that phone that has essentially been quarterbacking all of law enforcement's efforts across the state as they look for Wynter. In essence, they are looking in all the spots where his phone shows he was there for more than a few minutes. This spot here.
Let's thank God that this dummy had that phone. Let's thank God. Let's thank God that this dummy had that phone.
On the east side is one of them. Before Wynter's body was discovered, federal agents had been out here for hours. Trice's phone data showed he spent more time in this area near 94 and Van Dyke. So they got out and walked it in a grid pattern looking for Wynter. They found her in an alley shortly before 7 o'clock tonight.
This is not the outcome we were hoping for. And our hearts go out to Wynter's family.
The little girl's body had been dumped. Both Detroit officers and federal agents have now been out here for hours processing the scene.
Our evidence response team is currently processing the scene. Our best people are back there to do what is necessary to be as respectful as possible to Wynter and her family. This will be a thorough and deliberate crime scene investigation. It will take time to carefully collect evidence that we need to help bring the person responsible to justice.
Okay, let's look at this. Let's look at this. Oh no,
Back
hold
here
on.
alive
Oh
tonight,
no,
Trice
no.
remains in custody.
Let's look right. Come on.
Back here alive tonight, Trice remains.
Let's look at this guy. Y'all see his face? Y'all see him? I know he's either in Wayne County Jail or Dickerson, the detention center. He's somewhere Detroit or in this area in the jail. But he, he should be around the other prisoners. You know what I mean? And the depths, I think, the depths and the deputies and the sheriff's department, they should make sure that he get the proper attention. You know what I mean? He needs the proper attention. Look at his face. Look at this goofy. Look at him. Y'all seen enough of him? Let's see, finish the story.
That we need to help bring the person responsible to justice.
Back here alive tonight, Trice remains in custody at this point. He has already been charged with multiple charges for attacking or allegedly attacking and stabbing Wynter's mother. We're live on Detroit's east side tonight. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
Mara, I know it's early in the investigation. They do not be sharing much information. Do we know anything in terms of anything they may have collected, or perhaps how many hours they still are going to be there tonight?
They've been out here for several, Karen, so they found her right before 7 o'clock. Right now, it's 11 o'clock. They show no signs of slowing down. And I will say this about what this crime scene looks like, and I don't know if everybody at home gets a true sense of the totality of it. This spans at least 4 streets. It's a huge area that the FBI and DPD has blocked off. So they're not just looking in the alley, they're looking in the entire immediate area for everything and anything. Back to you.
All right. Thank you, Mara.
Functional, non-alcoholic spirits designed to calm and uplift without the negative effects of.
Well, we've had multiple crews on scene tonight. Let's go now to our Jacqueline Francis. She's live with the reaction we're already seeing pour in from the community. Jacqueline.
First, I want to just give you guys an idea of where we're at. I'm about 2 blocks down from where Mara was just a minute ago. Again, she said this crime scene really does span quite a few blocks. We got tape on this end as well. And this side is where we saw people gathering throughout the evening. As the news was breaking on social media and otherwise, we saw people from the neighborhood coming out, even driving here. These are people who have been following this story. They have been searching for Wynter for the last 3 days. We've been telling you guys, police and the FBI asked from the very beginning. They put out the suspect's route saying, keep your eyes open, please look around if you have property in this area. And I was surprised to see how many people came up and told us we were searching for her. So for them and just for everyone that's been following this story, so much emotion and devastation, especially those people who do live in this area, had been looking for her and found out that this indeed was where she was found. I want you to take a listen to what one woman had to tell us.
Since the breaking news as of Sunday, I've been going out every day walking to see if I saw baby, and this breaks my heart. This really breaks my heart that he would do somebody like this. A 2-year-old that had nothing to do with anything. It really breaks my heart. Yeah, I'm tearful eyed and I can't even stop crying because I feel for the mom and what she has to go through. I don't know how the baby died. Like, did he stab her? What happened? Like, and what did she have to do with anything? I don't understand. This is heartbreaking.
These are all questions that remain unanswered tonight, as police have said they're going to remain tight-lipped, not wanting to jeopardize the investigation, but we'll be sure to stay on this story and bring you any developments. Reporting live on Detroit's east side, Jacqueline Francis, Local 4.
Absolutely heartbreaking. The entire city was praying for a different outcome in this. Jacqueline, we appreciate your reporting tonight. Meanwhile, the man accused of kidnapping Wynter Smith was formally charged this afternoon. 26-year-old Rashad Trice.
We're going to stop again so you get a good look at his face. You get a good look at his face? Get a good look at his face. His name is Rashad Trice. He's in one of these local jails, whatever. You know what I mean? Look at him. Look at him.
Now faces charges of assault with intent to murder, 2 counts of criminal sexual conduct, home invasion, along with several other charges. It comes just days after Trice was arrested for kidnapping Wynter on Sunday in Lansing and then leading police on that chase in St. Clair Shores where he was arrested. And those charges will likely be upgraded after tonight's.
You know when they say that. So all 4th of July with all the fireworks, all the shenanigans, all the barbecuing and all the celebrating of white people's independence. This what this Negro was doing. This what this Negro was doing. While y'all was listening to fireworks, eating barbecue, doing what you do, this what this Negro was on.
Discovery.
Make sure to stay with Local 4 and click on Detroit.com throughout the night for the very latest information on this story. Note 11. A man is in critical condition tonight after he was hit.
Okay, that's the end of his story, right? Hopefully it's the very end of his story. So what I intend to do is make his face the thumbnail. You know what I mean? Somebody raised him. Somebody raised him wrong. He didn't just pop out no toaster. You know what I mean? To be what it is that he is. So Rashad Trice, you know, he gonna be the thumbnail, you know. So see his picture, you gonna remember him. You gonna follow this case. You know what I mean? Every step of it, because at this point, black people, we gotta change this narrative to where people think they can do this type of stuff. You know, it's a sad case, but y'all gotta think about it. This was over the 4th of July weekend with everything going on. This is sad. This is a sad one. Condolences to their family. You know what I mean? And, you know, for Rashad Trice, may he rest in peace. Sending to you out of Detroit. Keep y'all head on swivel. Stay vigilant. Stay aware. Stay alert. Peace.